highs, like I say the views. The zip lining in the morning was great. Yeah, I love that. That was a great like start to the day. And the cathedral too was like beautiful. Like
High was the cathedral. It's pretty nice. I like the artwork. Everything was shiny and beautiful. There was really no low. The whole city was great.
What I learned about myself is I usually consider myself a picky person when it comes to food, and I think that my friends also consider me a picky person. But trying like new dinners and like desserts and everything has kind of opened up like what I eat, and it's made me more accepting of like what I choose to eat now. For example, for the second day we were here, where it was like the pork with the sauce. I'm not usually a fan of pork, but I still ate it.
What I learned about myself is that I'm pretty adventurous. I thought before that I was very organized, but then when we came here, I don't know any maps or anything. I just went to the flow and be like, let's be lost, and I don't really care about being organized anymore. And I felt like, because I'm not used to like seeing the cities, I wanted to like explore in a way that doesn't really limit me. And I felt that even though it's a bad thing in real time, but if you're in vacation, it's actually an enjoyable thing. So I kind of like the way I've seen my personality change a bit, and it was really fun to see my friends stress.
That I'm a picky person, and like adjusting to the type of food over here is like kind of complicated, but exploring new types of dishes is like something like a new experience. And yeah,
I discovered that I'm a very curious person. I just want to go around and see everything there is to see and make the most of my time. So I really wish we had more free time in a way, but I'm definitely enjoying everything and I'm very happy.
What I learned about myself was there's just so much to see and witness. So it teaches me not to ever be like pessimistic and like real just like not set limits, I guess.
Something I learned about myself was that I actually like going out. Most of the time I say I don't like going out, and I like staying inside home and just not doing anything.
Something that I learned about myself is that I can be a little more chill and relaxed. Sometimes at work I get very uptight or want things to go a certain way, or feel like everything needs to be perfect, that I can just, calm down and go with the flow more, be more relaxed, and everything doesn't have to be perfect. It can just be the way it is.
There were some people that I went up to and they just ignored us, but I know that like if you have a shop in a city, it means like you know the city. So I would go inside the shops and I would ask them, do you know where this is? And like they were the most helpful people, and even like old little couples sitting at the benches, they were really, really nice. They were so cute to us. They were like, where are you from? So it was nice to be able to like talk with the local people. And
so one of my highlights was definitely like, I forgot what it's called, but when we were in Alhambra, I remember we climbed up these stairs and we were at the very top where the flags are, and I remember like seeing like the whole view of like the city, and like I felt so mesmerized by it, and like I don't know, like it was like such a beautiful view, and like I still have it in my memory, and that's something that keeps replaying in my head, so that definitely was a highlight. My lowest point was definitely like the scavenger hunt. Like I did enjoy interacting with people and like seeing like my friends interact with people, but I consider it my lowest point mainly because I felt like it was too rushed and I didn't have the opportunity to enjoy the city as much as I would have wanted to. And one thing I learned was the story of the Sultan and the affair that his wife had, and how he killed, was it 37 men? He killed 37 men like in order to eliminate the man she had an affair with. And I don't know, that made me feel really bad for the tree because apparently like it's cursed because of it, because of the story. And one thing I learned about myself is I can actually handle the cold better than I thought, and that's definitely gonna like be beneficial to me when I move to a colder state.
So my highlight was also the scavenger hunt, because that was the first time that I actually like got out of my shell and not like not only just wanting to sit down or anything, but I actually like was the leader that I had to be. And we started running and we were just getting really competitive. And I kind of missed that part of myself because like now I've gotten lazy and I've gotten like more preoccupied with like school. So being away from that, like just lightened up my day, and I like fell in love with Alhambra. One low would be that like we didn't enjoy the city as much, but honestly, like talking to the people of Alhambra and Granada, that just like showed me how much they care about their culture and their history. I learned that I have to, in order to have fun, I have to get out of my head and be like not vulnerable, but be like open to new things, even though like I don't really want to do it, because that's how you have fun and that's how you learn experiences, and that's also how you learn. So that was really interesting today.
Something I learned about myself was that, like Melissa said, I have to get out of my head and just like out of my comfort zone and to just interact with people in order to have a good time.
My highlight today was being with all of you guys and seeing how everyone was prompt, was on time, and it was a proud moment for me, and I really love the city of Granada, so having you guys there and seeing you interact and be really engaged, that means the world to me. Like as a teacher, you want your students to learn and to appreciate history and art and culture, so that was really meaningful to me. What I learned about myself is that I like to be social, I like to be engaged with other people, and for me it was a long process to become like more sociable. And I think traveling has helped me be a social person, like you meet people that you're probably never gonna see again, but it kind of like forces you to step outside of your comfort zone. And that's a great skill to have in life. You need to be able to be flexible and be nice and be social and connect with others. And something I learned about Granada was that Queen Isabel, I went to see her grave. She actually wanted to be buried, and her husband didn't have that happen, so they stay in a mausoleum. And it's really special / eerie to know that those bodies have been there for 500 years, So, yes.
A high of all this day and everything in general is that I got to do a lot of exploring the city on my own, and I got to see the shops, and I got to interact with people and try new foods, and also make a lot of purchases. A low is that the trip is over. I ran out of money and I have to go back, and I really enjoyed it here. I guess something I learned is that when you're in a new place, especially that a place where you're unfamiliar with the things and everything is different, you need to keep an open mind when trying new things, because if you don't, you can really miss out on a lot of things that you might be too stubborn to try, and you'll actually really enjoy it.
So the highlight I had was being able to explore the city with my friends alone of Marbella, and it was really gorgeous. We went to the beach. We actually went a little bit shopping at the malls, and it was very beautiful. But one of my lows was that I am very homesick now. I really want to go home, and maybe the reason why I'm homesick because I've been to other places and I've been distant from my family for more than a week. But maybe the reason why I'm homesick now is because I feel like I don't appreciate my parents as much as they deserve, because I know this trip was so much, it cost them so much, and for me not to be able to spend it with them is just very discomforting for me, and I would really love to be able to see Spain again, but with my family.
My high has actually been being able to see the new cities and actually learn about the history and seeing how the architecture of everything is very beautiful here. And then my low has been being homesick and not being able to eat my mom's food, because here the food is not the best. Something I learned about myself was that I sometimes take things for granted, and I need to be more appreciative like all the other kids said, because we've been in here and everything was very nice, and also that I need to be more open to new things, because when I actually tried new food, I actually enjoyed some. Yes, there was some that I didn't like, but being open let me learn about new things and have new experiences.
Taking away from this week that I don't think I would have believed a week ago was that this trip is even possible. And Miss Saidi wanted to put it impressed upon me that my new school next year, that this is something I might do with those guys. You know, I might offer, and this is something Todd has never tried to do. I don't know if they ever tried to do. I certainly know they never did it. If they ever try to do it again, I would have to say, with the evidence that I have, that it's not only possible and that it's not only worth it, but that they have the ability to do it again. And that was something that I think a week ago or a year ago I'd have thought you were crazy to even bring up. Thank you, Ms. Saidi.
No, I mean, you know, it's a lot of responsibility to bring a group of 18 teenagers to a foreign country that they've never visited. And I think you impressed me, impressed Mr. Dustin and Mr. Solis, and hopefully this is a tradition that Tajima continues in the future, you know. And thanks to you guys, thanks to establishing a good reputation and a good standard for what can happen for other generations of students. And having great chaperones like Mr. Solis. Future traveling experiences, you know, like hopefully you're hungry for more, and this won't be the last time that you want to explore the world. And do it, you know, next time on your own, at your own pace, with your own activities, and hopefully you learn a lot more. And like Don Quixote says in, you know, this quote, El que lee mucho y anda mucho, ve mucho y sabe mucho. You know, these are really wise words from a man who went crazy, right? But he was able to fulfill his dream, and he was never too old to do it, right? He was a 50-year-old man who went to explore his own country, invited someone else, and he joined them. So, you know, hopefully you guys want to continue traveling, because traveling, just as reading, is one of the best schools, one of the best ways you can educate yourself. So let's give a round of applause to everyone.